Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning class and also good afternoon class. Yeah, how are you today? Fine, okay, very good ya. Okay, here I am fine too. Okay, and as usual, yeah, we will be back to our discussion still about sociolinguistics. Yeah, and this one, the same material that you got in the previous meeting, yeah, that's about bilingualism and also diglosia, yeah. Okay, now we will try to discuss a little about bilingualism and diglosia. Now look at this one. Yeah, so here we would like try to discuss about relationship between bilingualism and diglosia. Yeah, okay. Last week, if I'm not mistaken, that all of the students here that watch my video, yeah, known about bilingualism is, yeah, the definition of bilingualism. Ya, in bahasa bilingualism adalah penguasaan dua bahasa. Okay, and here we try to look at what is the relationship between bilingualism itself and also diglosia. Yeah, look at this one. Bilingualism is the situation of using two languages in turn. And then what about diglosia? Diglosia is there is a distinction in function of language use. Yeah, so that's about diglosia. Yeah, bilingualism, the situation of using two languages in turn. But diglosia, there is a distinction, ada pembeda. Ada sebuah pembedaan in function of language use. Ya, jadi akan ada sebuah pembedaan dalam fungsi penggunaan bahasa. That's diglosia. Okay, next slide. We will go to the fourth slide here. Yeah, look at this one. This is the example. Yeah. Now we are in Indonesia, so we are Indonesian people. And you know there are more than one language used in Indonesia. It means that we are bilingual people. Yeah, based on this figure, we are in the Indonesia. We are in Indonesia, and then we are as bilingual people. Yeah. And then here, look at this one. Yeah, Indonesian language and also Japanese language. As far as we know, here our first language is Japanese language. Why? Since we are from Java. Okay, good. We are from Java, so our language is Japanese. And here we have still one language, Indonesian language. And you know that in Japanese language still divided into several language. The first is Kromo Inggil, and then the second one will be Kromo Madyo, and the last one will be Ngoko. Yeah, the last one will be Ngoko. Okay, so based on this figure, we may conclude that, as I stated before, just take one example in Indonesia. Most of Indonesian people formal, are bilingual people. Most of, sebagian besar adalah bilingual people. They master Indonesian in formal occasion and their local language. Yeah, so here their local language. Based on this figure, I just take one example, Japanese language. Why? Since we are from Java, so I take this, yeah, Japanese language. If you are from, for example, like West Java, so your local language will be Sundanese, Sunda. But based on this figure, I just take as the example, yeah, Japanese language. Okay, and then in Japanese language, remember that in Japanese language, yeah, still has several diglossia. What does it mean? Yeah, several diglossia here like kromo-inggil, kromo-madya, and ngoko. Yeah, so based on this figure and also based on my explanation, yeah, I'm really sure that you can understand my explanation, right? Yes, okay, the next one. Okay, the last slide is thank you. Yeah, so before go to the last slide, yeah, I'll try to make the distinction, yeah, between bilingualism and also diglossia. Yeah, so here in bilingualism, our focus will be individual. Remember that, individual. But in diglossia, yeah, our focus not only individual but also condition of community. Ya, sebuah kondisi dalam masyarakat. Okay. And then the second aspect here, go to bilingualism. Yeah, in bilingualism, mastering two languages. Yeah, mastering two languages. But in diglossia, the use of more than one language in a community. The use of more than one language in a community. There will be a significant difference between the function of high dialect and also low dialect. Ya, so for example like dialek dengan dialek tinggi dan juga dialek rendah. Ya, for example like kromo-inggil, kromo-madya, and ngoko. Ya, okay, so that's all our discussion ya about part of bilingualism and diglossia. If you have any question, yeah, you may ask in your Google Classroom. So after watching this, yeah, please try to still, yeah, on Google Classroom, and then we try to discuss if you have a question. Okay, thank you so much for your attention. See you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.